The greats who've done anything internationally have won this event. And there's a competition right now. And teammate Alexandra Raisman from Massachusetts. This is her home court, and she's played like it.
Really have. You just never know how someone's going to react until you put them into this pressure cooker.
And that's exactly what Marta Foley's been waiting for, to see how she would react in this situation here.
Now on parallel bars from Colombia, no shortage of names here. This is Jorge Hugo Geraldo Lopez.
He actually got a wild card to compete at the 2008 Olympic Games. He's
30 years old.
Yeah.
His resume goes back to 1997.
He competed in the American Cup in the year 2000, 10 years ago.
When it was a series. Did a couple of those.
And that was bad. It's too bad, because he's actually a very nice-looking gymnast. Super flexibility in the shoulders there.
And really, gymnastics is his full-time job. State-run program that pays him to stay at this level of competition.
You know, we hear it over and over again. Oh, big step forward. We hear it over and over again from both the men and the women that this is typically the kickoff to their season. It's very early, and we do see a lot of mistakes.
Now this is Jessica Lopez from Venezuela. She actually has the Olympic rings tattooed on her left shoulder.
Competed in the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing.
Competed also for the University of Denver, has finished up her college eligibility, now trains with her college coach, former college coach at Savage Elite Gymnastics.
Actually lives in his home along with his 3 sons. He said he's always wanted a daughter. He's kind of mixing things up in that household.
And what do you think she was thinking of when she had that done?
See a lot of them on the guys' side, but as we all know, tattoos also in vogue for the ladies.
Jessica says she has to be very patient with herself, with her gymnastics, if she's going to be able to continue for another 2 years.
Combination right here. Beautiful. Of course, she is a different gymnast from what
last year
seen at the American Cup.
Yeah, really had a terrible competition last year. She was in mid-season with the University of Denver, was actually missing one of their home competitions to be at the event. But she has come here well prepared, well conditioned.
For her to go back to the Olympic Games, the most difficult thing is qualifying. She certainly will not have a team that will earn her a spot, so she's got to do it all on her own merit. Two and a half twist in.
Nice. One step closer.
Great form in the air. Small little hop. Yeah, she came ready.
We can tell you Geraldo Lopez on the parallel bars received a 14.1, but now one of the challengers for the lead, Koji Yamamuro of Japan, knowing that what happened to Jonathan Horton just a few minutes ago on these very same parallel bars dramatically altered the competition.
And if he lives up to his country's heritage, I would say he will move in front of Jonathan Horton, the Japanese men. This is their event for decades, they have been dominant. And that was a huge mistake.
And
sitting on the apparatus right there. So uncharacteristic. We've had so many Japanese gym and
parallel bars
the exact mistake that we saw from Jonathan Horton, his first one.
You barely got the word dominant.
Another one there.
It's unreal.
Out.
This has definitely been a disastrous event.
Well, we've had...
And a... boy, oh boy.
All righty. We've had so
Best
many
part of the routine.
Japanese gymnasts that have had rough problems.
Well, Jonathan Horton will watch the numbers unfold here in Worcester, Massachusetts, as the men will soon be moving to the final rotation.
Let's go, Brooks.
We're back live at the DCU Center in Worcester, Massachusetts. This is the 2010 Tyson American Cup. You're looking at American Chris Brooks of the United States.
Work is fine. Yeah. Okay, one skill and time. Chest, head. Fight for every skill, okay? One rush. Be smart.
That is the voice of Rustam Sharapov, one of his coaches.
Practice.
We'll see it. It's impossible to miss. It's the huge scar that's on the inside.
She's about to finish.
Chris's right arm.
Need more chop?
Devastating injury in his junior year in college. Multiple surgeries, problems with it. Almost ended his career.
It's interesting to me, Tim, and it's a lot like the scar on your leg that you received from that horrific leg injury back when you tried to make it back to the Olympics. When you look at that and you're still doing the sport that gave you that scar, what might you think?
Well, my strategy on that was I kept it covered and I just didn't look down at it. His is a little bit harder. It's right on his right hand or right arm, so it is always there.
Tight. Push it up.
So far, so good here. If you want a parallel bar, coach, you want Rustam Sharapov, who you can hear in the background, Olympic gold medalist on this event.
Tight. Finish strong. Finish strong. Finish strong. Do it. Find it.
Stay. Yeah.
You listen to him.
A fantastic routine for Chris. If not for the fall on Pommel Horse, it would be a very different picture near the top of the leaderboard.
Across the room to the balance beam. It's unbelievable how in the really big competitions it comes down to what you do on the beam. In first, after the second rotation, she needs a 13.8 to keep the lead.
That is a walk in the park, and I'll tell you, just yesterday, I saw multiple times routines on the balance beam that were as close to perfect as anything I've ever seen in gymnastics.
And Tim, if they weren't perfect, she would get right back up on the beam without looking at Valeri and do it again. She knows what she needs to do.
Valeri is her coach. Marta runs the USA Gymnastics show.
She had a little bit of an uncharacteristic fall I was watching in the 30-second touch just a little while ago, and not used to seeing her come off the balance beam.
She is the it girl.
This might be one of her best events. I love this mount. She just looks like she's just kind of dancing on the floor. That was a little bit of a misstep. But right here, she'll do a backflip with a half turn right in the beginning. Perfect. More of a front flip.
She's got a little bit of the jitters. This was the skill that she had problems with.
much talent, so much power, as we've said.
And variety in this routine, showing great flexibility, great diversity in her very difficult skills, changing direction, combinations.
You know, we keep talking about what it was like to be in the gym with Carly Patterson and Nastia Liukin. Nastia was unquestionably one of the best balance beam workers in the world, and on an event that has claimed so many gymnastics careers. She's got to hurry, though. You hear the bell there. Super hard dismount as well. Blind landing. And a very large,
Yeah, she won't be happy with this.
uncharacteristic step.
Yeah. The dismount that's given her some problems in the past.